sin mi consentimiento, lo puso en la habitación donde yo duermo y yo me di cuenta que el celular estaba ahí y yo tomé el video, me lo envié a mi WhatsApp donde él me graba y él está ahí.
What started as a supposed keeping tabs on my roommate by a young man turned into a serious mess that the cops had to get involved in. Although the cops had some sort of concrete evidence, it still wasn't easy and fast to find out why the young man did what he had done, because he didn't make it easy for them.
If you have PC, then what do you probably check again?
I mean, I think we should do a control call.
On Wednesday, August 15th, 2023, at about 5:30 p.m., a young woman visited the West Palm Beach Police Department to report what a Colombian young man, Quinones Cuero, had done.
Buenas.
Buenas tardes.
¿Cómo le puedo ayudar?
Disculpa. Y hace unos días me grabó un video con el celular de él, sin mi consentimiento, lo puso en la habitación donde yo duermo y yo me di cuenta que el celular estaba ahí y yo tomé el video, me lo envié a mi WhatsApp donde él me graba y él está ahí.
Él te grabó.
Sí.
¿Durmiendo?
No, yo me metí a bañar. Y cuando yo salgo, me listo, me arreglo y todo, voy a arreglar la cama, encuentro el celular debajo de la almohada de mi habitación.
The contact with the cops was to report a suspected attempt to capture the nakedness of his roommate without her knowledge or consent. At first contact, she showed the cops the video he had taken of her and showed pictures of the suspect to the cops.
El cajón de mi ropa interior.
¿Qué es?
Sale, se para aquí para mirar desde la puerta si se ve el celular y luego se devuelve a terminar de acomodarlo.
¿Y tú estás donde?
Yo estoy bañándome.
Oh, so él quería grabarte.
Sí, después de que yo salí de bañarme. Mire, ahí él se devuelve.
Oh, so él quería grabarte.
Sí, después de que yo salí de bañarme. Mire, ahí él se devuelve.
¿Y cómo tú lo conocías?
Porque nosotros jugábamos fútbol en el mismo equipo en Colombia.
She told the cops that the suspect had tried playing everything down as casual. However, his conversation with the victim soon proved that he had wrong intentions from the start. What was this conversation about, and what happened? Let's see.
Okay, and we are going to attempt a controlled call on the suspect in this case.
The victim had found a camera recording of her nakedness on Quinones Cuero's cell phone, which was carefully placed underneath the pillows by the accused. He had intended to send it to his own cell phone from hers, but the transfer had failed. She wasted no time and contacted the cops to report the incident to the cops at police department and told the cops that she had already contacted him about the issue. She also mentioned that he had agreed that he was wrong to have tried to see her nakedness.
Well, let's see what you have first. If you have PC, then what do you probably check again?
I mean, I think we should do a control call.
However, he hadn't been home to face her since the incident, although he had been calling repeatedly.
What do the text messages say?
So, I mean, my text reading Spanish is not 100%, but for the most part, it's basically saying, like, I know I did what was a major error, like, I was wrong, and I'll accept the consequences, blah, 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 so on and so forth. She said she hasn't spoken to him that day, and he was kind of asking her to talk to him. So I think if we call, it'd be good, but just +1 kind of deal.
Yeah. Okay.
She gave the cops CCTV footage showing how he had entered her room.
The video itself, though, you said it looks like he's being surreptitious and like hiding it. And
Yeah, ¿puedo enseñarle el video? It's right there. She's got it.
does she have alternate arrangements as far as living conditions and all that other stuff? Let her know she can stop it before she gets undressed.
Yeah, I'll tell her. Mamá quiere ver que cuando él entra y o sea, ponga las cámaras. So, hold on. But he's looking at... Yeah, it's like real clear, bro. Like, he gets right in his face.
Ese es el cajón de mi ropa interior.
This is her bedroom. And she alone.
Aquí.
Tú eres el único que duerme en el cuarto.
Sí.
So he's looking through there, see if he can see it hiding.
Where's her shower? Like, where is she?
¿Dónde está
Ahí él vuelve y entra.
la puerta? ¿Está ahí para el baño?
No, este es el closet, el baño está afuera, al lado de la sala.
Oh, the
Aquí él
bathroom
vuelve y
outside of the
entra
room.
para acomodarlo nuevamente.
So, There's like a part where it's really, really good.
Y aquí más
Pero no hay
adelante,
parte que enseña la cara bien. Enséñale.
al principio.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. Beginning.
Más o menos por acá.
But the cops wanted more than just the footage, so they came up with a plan. The plan was to get a confession from the accused himself, and that was only going to be possible if she agreed to help.
Pero está bien como llamarlo.
Maybe ask him to call her. Do you want to talk to her on the phone?
¿Ah?
Did he want to talk to her on the phone?
Pero él no te dijo que quería hablar con usted.
Sí, él me dijo hace 8 días que quería hablar conmigo,
So-
que si podíamos
so
hablar, pero
llámalo, dice, mira, yo no te quiero hablar alante de ustedes porque no tengo confianza con ustedes, pero quiero hablar contigo de qué pasó y por qué me hizo eso. Algo así, tú sabes. A ver qué dice. ¿Está bien?
sí, por
No,
WhatsApp
let,
o por...
let her know it's a lot better on the phone.
Yeah.
She's very
Es mejor para la evidencia, para hacerlo por teléfono.
We understand she's going to be nervous. Let her know that
Entiendes
she can
que
say-
va a estar nervioso,
she can say anything she wants to him.
que puede decir todo lo que
The
quieres.
The object obviously is to get him to admit.
El objeto es para él a dar,
Motion capture.
tú sabes, para decir que lo hizo, que lo grabó.
Wanting to get to the root of the issue, she agreed to help with the investigation by engaging in a controlled call with the suspect. But first, she also told the cops how she didn't think she was safe in the house again.
Are we gonna go upstairs? All right, let's go upstairs. To get back to your earlier question, she doesn't have family here. She doesn't have somewhere else to stay. Is that something we can help her with?
I can try. Victim services, maybe I'll put her up, but it's not going to be for very long.
Because she's worried about, like, his whole family lives there. She's here alone.
Okay.
And she's afraid, like, you know, obviously they'll retaliate. And I think, like, sister-in-law or brother-in-law is, like, military and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And everybody's already aware of everything that's going on.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see if victim services can help. She has nobody here.
Nadie, no tiene ningún amigos aquí.
I can't wait.
The cops deliberated about a solution, and once they had one, they made the all-important call. To be sure the conversation was clear and could be easily recorded, the cops took the victim to the Criminal Investigation Division to have the call.
She said she's okay with, like, taking a flight or something, but she wanted to do this, obviously, before.
Okay. You guys want to go up there now?
Yeah, let's go. Okay, vamos. Con nosotros vamos a subir a...
The conversation that happened next only confirmed the cops' suspicion, but was very disappointing for the victim.
Pero es que yo quiero entender por qué hizo eso, o sea, por qué me grabó, por qué las cosas así, Steven.
No sé, créeme que no sé, primera vez que yo lo hago. En serio, no sé qué me pasó por la cabeza. Me siento mal, no sabes en cuánto pienso yo en eso. Me siento mal todos los días, no sé qué me pasa.
The victim confronted him about the video she had found of her own nakedness on his phone, and even went on to ask what he was planning to do with the videos. Knowing that he had been caught already, he confessed that he only wanted to see her naked.
The time is 17:24 hours. This concludes the controlled call.
She informed the cops that 3 days after the incident, Quinones Cuero was probably too scared of what would follow, so he decided to move out and hide with his folks.
Just gotta talk to you for a minute.
¿No pueden hablar acá adentro?
¿Eh?
¿No pueden hablar acá adentro?
Mejor que hablamos afuera.
Ah, ya.
Frankly, that was only a move that delayed his arrest, but not for long.
Jefe, pero cometen una
Te voy a
cosa.
explicar todo.
Sí, sí.
¿Puedo hablar con él?
About 2 weeks after the incident, precisely on the 31st of August, 2023, the cops found his location, so they came to meet him for questioning. Detective Maldonado was accompanied to the area by the Special Victims Unit, led by Detective Christian Tomas. But guess what? It wasn't a fast and quick one. Arriving at his folks' residence, the cops were asked to first identify themselves before they'd be allowed in. Once that was done, they were allowed to come in and speak with Quinones Cuero. That was when he tried playing smart. Again. He told the cops that he had been in a long-distance relationship with the victim for the past 8 months. He narrated that he was always away and got home late daily, so he only installed the camera because he wanted to monitor her every move during the day. It wasn't until he was faced again and asked to confess that he said the real reason for his actions. The cops thanked him for agreeing to speak with them, even though he would have been within his rights not to talk to them. So, they left his house. Ultimately, on September 8, 2023, cops arrived at Quinones Cuero's family's house to arrest him, and it wasn't difficult at all.
Hello. Sarah, is he here?
Yeah.
Can you tell him to come out? You okay to come in? Yeah. Sarah, hola. Come on out here. You can come out. Come on.
Ven, ven para afuera, habla con nosotros.
Just gotta talk to you for a minute.
Once he was identified and got out of the house, he was handcuffed.
Si quiere puede salir también. Te voy a explicar todo. ¿Puedo hablar con él?
Sí, claro.
Okay. Tú eres el padre, ¿verdad?
Sí, yo el padre, sí.
Ok. Tú sabes que el otro día vinieron y hablaron con ustedes,
Sí,
¿verdad?
claro, sí.
De un caso que tenemos nosotros.
Sí, claro. Incluso quedaron que ustedes llamaban, no sé, hasta el número de él y nosotros exclusivamente estamos esperando su llamada y todo, pero no es como para que podemos hablar y a ver qué puede hacer, porque es que no se me quiere.
Él tiene que ir
Sí.
preso. ¿Entiendes eso?
Quinones Cuero's dad then came out to speak with the cops, who informed him about the basis for his arrest and the particular offense he was being charged with.
Puede ser que se quede preso, eso no tiene nada que ver. Ese parte no tiene nada que ver con nosotros. Yeah, he's gone.
Pero mi pregunta es, porque es un proceso, ¿sí o no? Es un proceso que tiene que hacer. O tiene que escucharlo a él.
Hablaron con él el otro día.
Sí, y a él
¿Él te explicó todo lo que pasó?
Sí, yo estaba ahí, es que yo estaba ahí.
So, hay caso para él, para ir arrestado. ¿Me entiendes?
¿Y dónde él trae un lapicero y un para apuntar la dirección? No, nosotros no sabemos dónde lo van a llevar, nada. Nosotros
¿Sabes dónde está el corte de Gun Club?
La corte de quién? No, es que no,
No sabes.
no, es que no, nosotros somos no, yo de dirección.
Yo te voy a dar en dirección.
¿Y esa corte cuándo es?
Por la mañana. Empieza a las 8.
Is this his dad?
Venga, ¿y por qué no hace que se cambie? Él no se va a burlar en ningún momento.
Ellos le van a quitarle ropa, eso no importa.
¿Ah?
Ellos le van a quitar todo, eso no importa. Le va a dar una ropa diferente para ponerse. Pero no vale la pena en cambiarse.
Pero bañarme.
Es 14206, right?
I got the thing in my car.
I think it was 14206.
I gotta tell Road Patrol because they're down there anyways.
The cops did all the documenting they needed to do before taking him to the police department while being cuffed. He was charged with 1 count of video voyeurism under the Florida statutes 810.1452. The offense was one punishable by up to 5 years in jail and a $5,000 fine for offenders 19 years old and above.